Hey, mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. I know you can't see me. Something happened. Something happened. But it's okay. I got it. Nope, that's not it. Oh, here we go. Where am I? Hey! What up, though? What's good? This is not on the schedule. Doing this live is not on the schedule. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Let me know if you can see me okay. Let me know. Just give me a 1 in the chat if everything's all good. All right? Let me know. Let me know. Hey, what up, big dog? What up, chef? What's good? What's up, Roll Life? You always the first to show up, big dog. I see you. I see Palantir. That very well could be it. I've not looked at the charts. I've been so busy. And like we're diving in. We're looking at this together. All right. So what's up, Nisha? You need a plate too, Nisha. You hungry? It's time. All right. Hey everyone. Need 1 2. Got to make up for the losses. Yeah. What's up, Monique? Hey, shout out to you for becoming an angler today. It's good to have you. Real going to bless us. I hope. I said I chew because I was role reversal. Man, I need a blessing too, man. Today was a close one. What's up, chef? Hey, you gotta send me a plate. Y'all talk to chef. Y'all go to chef's channel. His name ain't just for show. All right. What's up, Harlan? What it do, Harlan? What's good, bro? I love the ones. Thank you guys for letting me know that you can hear me. All this winning is killing me. Hey, let's go. All this winning is killing me. I love it. Minky, the border collie. What's up? I took that SoFi straddle with you, bro. Hey, let's go. Let's get it. I want that plate. Okay. Palantir 74. Okay, I'm all caught up with the chats. I'm all caught up with the chats. All right, so I didn't have much time today, just like to display like, you know, how everything kind of went down. But I will do this quick and share my screen. Now, I was gonna do just a private live stream for the Discord members, but the market's just so crazy, and whatever we talk about tonight, I just want to just include as many people as I possibly can. Now, I don't have all the answers or anything. I'm looking at this stuff just like y'all for the first time. So I'm just hoping that something kind of peaks, stands out, as we decide what we're gonna do in this market. Shout out to Grandpa. All right. My family got me a hat, so I gotta wear it. They give me a hat. All right. All right. So let me make sure that this came through. Then I'm gonna share my screen. Hold up. There we go. I see it. All right. So for those that know, hey, I actually got one coming. So you'll see Sacrifice for Riches like down there in the corner. I got a trademark. I made it up, and I thought, you know how you come up with something and you're not sure if you're the first person to say it, right? But those that know, you know how I kind of came up with Sacrifice for Riches, because like this whole channel, this whole like social media thing started off as a journal for me, right? And then so Stocks for Real, I was journaling what I was doing. I was sharing my successes, my failures. I was going through therapy in the military, and a lot of the topic was my trading, because it was something that you can get like a instantaneous like reaction like of your emotions and stuff like that. Like there's nothing like trading, right? If you're trying to control your emotions, your anxiety, anxiousness, stuff like that, there's nothing that triggers you like instantly in the moment than like the stock market. So I talked a lot about the market with my therapist, and I shared a lot of that with everybody. So now I think a lot of that information is reserved for Discord members. That's a lot of good content about how to battle it, or how I've been battling it. Essentially sharing some resources that many people aren't privy to. So yeah, that's what that was. So stocks for real. But then as like the channel grew, right? I'm not major or anything like that, nowhere near. But I'm moving at a pace that I'm comfortable with. I got a life outside of YouTube, so it is what it is. But it became clear that Stocks for Real wasn't just about me anymore. It was about the community, and with so many people that I've made connections with over the years, and we're just like, okay, well, I need to somewhat rebrand, because I had journals on Amazon. I make $5 on those journals, y'all. Like now it's $3 because of tariffs and stuff. I literally made the journals and put them on Amazon at the cheapest price that I could, just to get it in as many hands as possible, just to help out. And I've given away more than what I've made on the journals, and I'll continue to do so, because the journal was never designed for like a revenue stream. But anyway, I start to think like, okay, if I had a journal, right, and I'm like logging my trades, and it's a rail on the front of the journal, I'm like, who rail? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not rail. Like, this journal is for road life. This journal not for rail. So I had to sit back and think like what I was gonna do. So I went from stocks for rail, and then I pivoted to S4R, right? Just because, you know, acronym kind of, I mean, you can make whatever you want to make it, and it just looked a little bit better. Hence what you see at the top. So then from there, my brain kind of spun, and I was like, okay, what resonates with me? What have I done over my career in the stock market? And it came to me, sacrifice for riches. I gave up so much to go up, right? Like, just like anything in life, like I was getting my butt beat in the market, and I gave a lot, like, and I kept giving whatever it took. I kept sacrificing something in order for me to go up and start to be profitable. So that's how I came up with sacrifice for riches. I mean, the most recent thing that I did that was major for me was I stopped drinking. And those that have been with me this whole time, like I tallied my journey and on Instagram, and I updated everybody, and went from 1 day to 100 days, 3, you know. So I think I'm since 2023 now, like, and it's crazy because it feels like it was just last year. So I appreciate everybody that's been here from the jump, supporting me through it all, and just rocking with your boy. There was a lot of confidence and things like that poured from you guys, the community, and that's why, like, I just will continue to give what I can back to y'all. And yeah, I have a membership. Yeah, I have a Discord now. Yeah, it's for paid subscribers. Yeah, there's things behind paywalls, but I guarantee you that just like what Chef did, shout out to you, bro. I really, really appreciate that. That's probably my biggest super chat since contractor guy, like a while back. And so thank you so much. To that point, I don't take any of it for granted, and I make sure that I try to go above and beyond the amount of value I'm providing for each tier system to the best I can. And I've been told that I'm giving way more than probably what people are paying for, but it still doesn't feel like a lot to me. Like, even though I'm killing myself, like trying to like pump stuff out like when I can and like keep people on plays, it still feels like I can just do more. And so I appreciate everybody for being here. I'm excited for everybody in their journeys, and hopefully we can build a team, a community, or whatever that can grow together, not just be like jaw jacking, but like literally supporting each other and having like a team, a network of people that can trade and keep each other on, on the up and up, right? So that's my soapbox. That wasn't even planned. It just kind of came. I speak from my heart, so when I'm talking, it's just blah. It is what it is. Hit that like button, subscribe button. I appreciate that. Again, Chef, thank you so much, big dog. Shout out to Chef. He just joined, but he's been an OG before, I had 100 freaking subscribers. Who knows? I don't know, but he's been around. So I appreciate you being here, big dog. I gotta take off this hoodie. I'm hot. Typically it's cold down here, so give me a minute. And I'm not gonna waste a lot of time. I've been trying to keep time hacks with this stuff, so yeah. So let me get comfortable. Oh yeah, for those that don't know, every time I achieve something, like a milestone in my life, I buy a watch. And this is the watch I bought. Those that was live with me on the Discord, I kind of like poured my heart out, and it got emotional, and I forgot that I hadn't bought a watch for this, like, for the journey that I went on, for like not drinking anymore, right? So I did that like the night that I said I didn't do it. I just looked up watches and I found this one. Me and my daughter picked it out. We almost settled for one that wasn't just like that cool, but this one right here, I can wear this every day. It's not too gaudy. It looks dope. And so I buy a watch, not because I wear watches. I don't wear watches often, but I buy watches because it represents the importance of time. And time is currency, and time is one thing that you can't get back. And it's just something that's just priceless. So when you give into something, that's a reminder for me of what I gave up in order to go up. So sacrifice is everything. Sacrifice for riches. I'm not rich. I'm not a millionaire, anything like that yet, but I'm sacrificing what I need to sacrifice, and I'm learning what I need to learn in order to get to where I need to be. My journey is slower than some. If you hit the million tomorrow, shout out to you. Hey, I will champion you the whole way, but it might take me another 5 years. I have a 5 and 5 plan where in 5 years, I'm hoping to make 5 million. I have a plan. I know how to do it. I just got to get it done. And if that plan works, best believe I'm teaching it. So, but first I got to do it. All right, enough of that. So the market crashed, right? We had the smoke and mirror, right? Where we shot up. Now I was expecting us to go up, and I shared the charts with everybody. But I ran out of time. I just didn't do it. I couldn't find the proper contract for the SPY call I was looking at. And sure enough, we opened up big. It was great. I'd love to see it. But as we were going up, the White House announced 104% tariff hit on China at 12:01. Okay, we live. What up, Jeff? You're right where God wants you to be. Thank you for doing what you do. Hey, straightforward. You always are there, man. I appreciate that. Words of encouragement. But we got the okie doke, right? The old school okie doke. So we were at the top, right? And at the top, we had crossed a level. And I'll go over some of this. We crossed a level that I said if we crossed it and we found support above it, then we're likely to continue up. Now, that did happen for a little bit, but I held my position too long and I got smoked, right? So that was my one big loss today. But then I made up for it. And I called out every play that I was getting into that made sense. So anybody that had followed me on the play at the beginning of the day could make up for it. So this right here is representative of our $300 account. Now, as you can see, most of my gains came from one day. But those are single contracts. I just happened to time it perfectly. I called out the play that led to this 1480 gain. I thought it was more than that. But this account went from 300 to 1940 in 2 days, right? And we're green again today. Now I got to do it every day. Now we got to see if we can keep our losses small, right? Because that's the name of the game. I will continue to keep the Discord family up to date on the status of this on a daily basis. I don't day trade much, but this account was designed for me to day trade, right? So as a swing trader now, I'm trying to day trade. with a swing trader's mindset, and it's working out so far. We'll see how it works out for the foreseeable future. All right, let's go, Miss Meister. Let's go. All right, let me get rid of that. All right, so without further ado, we're gonna hop into the charts. All right, we're gonna talk about a couple stocks. We're gonna look into a couple stocks, and we're gonna go from there. So let's see if we can find something. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, put it in the chat. All right, this live is gonna go for probably another 15 minutes, and then tomorrow I think my schedule says, oh, let me check my schedule. I have a schedule. Okay, tomorrow I'm hosting an educational deep dive. It's either going to be a deep dive or just a normal class 101 session for the whole Discord. So it's members only. I got to figure out which group is either going to be the Megalodons or the entire Discord. And then Thursday we're going to do our 15-minute rapid fire analysis. All right, and I'm replacing Friday Fun Day. It's not a big turnout with that. That's going to be something else. I have an idea. We're going to take a look and see how it is. But anyway, I'm going to switch to the next scene, and I'm going to do a mic check, and then we're going to talk about it. All right, mic check 1 2 1 2. Can everybody hear me okay? I'll replace my beer with vegan beer. It's an IPA. Hey, shout out to everybody being here. I think it's like more than 27 people. I'm not a big channel, but to get 10% of my followers or whatever on a stream together, especially this late and you're on a different time zone, thanks for being up late. And I will try my best to give you some value before you rest your head. All right, we got the ones. That means I'm good to go. Will this be posted? I have to go to a gig. Yes, this will be posted. So this should be live recorded. You just got to find it under the live tab. Thanks for tuning in, Jeff. Hey, and kill it on stage. I'm here for the sweet dreams. All right, good night, big dog. I can't tuck you in though. I'm sorry. All right. Okay, so you see my screen. I'm gonna have to flip some things around so I can put one in front of me. All right. So we got the SPY. I don't know. I know y'all probably already went through everything in the SPY. I'm not gonna bore you with all the details, but the main thing I'm going to point out is that I put out the levels for the SPY from top to bottom, and we're still trading within my range. Okay, so at no point, like especially if you're a Discord member or in KGU, at no point between me and the other crown traders should there be any confusions really as far as where we are and what we're doing, right? Because I got levels from top to bottom, as you can see, and this has been shared. So let's see, this is the 3rd, this is the 8th. Okay, so let me know if you guys can see this okay, if it all makes sense. I know some of it might be cut off, but I'll make sure that it's within the screen. All right, I'm going to get rid of my volume right now. Okay. All right, so we pretty much did our thing, right? Monday, we crushed it, right? This is the big run up that we had on call options because this was my bottom, right? We hit this bottom in the pre-market, and then we came to retest it. The moment we retested and we seen this wicking happening, I called this bottom so everybody could hop into play. And I know there's a lot of people that won big with me, so shout out to you. But this is why I make the levels. Of course, if you think, look at where we were. Look at where we were, like going into the weekend, right? Nowhere near there. But that's why when I do levels, I do levels. I do levels in preparation for the worst case scenarios. Because what happens if I just stayed in this region, right? And then we opened up down here, then now you're looking and you don't know where to go. I mean, you can do your own technical analysis, but I mean, market's live, right? Like, you know, people don't think about expanding their levels. But you know, it is what it is. That's why I do it, because I don't like surprises and I like to just get it done and know what I'm doing when I'm in session. I don't got time to be plotting charts and stuff when I'm trying to day trade and snipe these moves. Okay, so anyway, as you can see, this level right here, this blue and white dash line, if you see this on my chart, that means that that's a key position. And above this line would normally be bullish, and below this line would be bearish, right? So once we crossed this position, we were bullish, and then we came to retest it. And the moment we started wicking, should have been an introduction to calls, right? So then we get down here, and we just flush right through it. This is the 65-minute. Of course, if you look a little closer to this level, it didn't just happen that way. You know, we hit it and then we retraced and then we fell, right? So, but anyway, now we're in this region. We fell all the way down, but we still have yet to hit the bottom. So what am I expecting tomorrow? Well, at midnight, NQ or futures is going to be live. So we'll see what things look like when futures take a dive or rally. The reason why I'm not too focused, I'm not biased towards like the downside. I know a lot of people just jumped in puts. I understand why you jumped in puts, but sometimes, man, I hear the news and then I figure something else is going to happen. You know, it is what it is. They announced this tariff drop or whatever at 12:01, but who's to say that they're not negotiating between now and 11:59, right? And the White House, you know, Trump, or I can't say Trump, the White House changes their tune. Who knows, right? So we can't really like expect more of a sell-off. Now we can be prepared for one, right? And that's what we might do tonight, right? I might just do the next level here, which I normally would just do for the Discord, but because I didn't do legit options trade video this week, then I might just take care of it right here, right now. And if you can appreciate that, put a 1 in the chat. And then I would want to find a contract, but it doesn't make sense right now. I can't find a contract for you because the contracts are ridiculous. If you looked at put options for tomorrow, today, nah, you ain't buying that. It's like $800 and it's insane. So we have to wait and let the market do its thing and then hop into something. Now, if you're in KGU or if you're in Sacrifice for Riches, then you know that I did a hedge bet on SoFi, which we're gonna look at today, right? So I played SoFi both ways, call options and put options. I spent less than $50 and I didn't care. So I was like, $50, either I'm gonna lose 25 one way and then this thing is gonna like rocket the other direction. Who knows? I could lose both of it, but I know the risk and I'm willing to lose $50 to hedge and just have some skin in the game, right? So I know some of you are holding those puts, man. I got one of our guys he's up 100% on Apple and he's holding, I think it was like 170%. What happens if it turns around? God, that'd suck. All right, so anyway, as you can see, I still have levels for us, right? So this isn't just for show, this is already done. So if the SPY decides to break below 483.22, right there, likely will retrace, right, and come crashing down. Now, of course, there'll be some chop on the way down, but I would expect if we clear this and we fail to break back above, then we're crashing back down to 466. And I'm telling you right now, if the market gives us the opportunity to hop into any of these plays, you know, like, so it, you know, it doesn't just do the move in pre-market. If we open below this level and we're still in this range and we're looking to retrace, the moment I see price action that says that we're going to reverse and continue and have like a continuation towards the downside, I'm hopping it. I'm not going to think about it, and my stop loss is going to be about 20 to 30% above this level, and that might be a 40 or 50% loss for me, but that's an L I'm willing to take, and it is what it is. But y'all do y'all. I'm not going to trade out of fear. My levels, I'm going to trust them, and it is what it is, right? So let me take a look at the chat real quick. Good idea. I rode with you on SoFi. Shout out to you. Let's get it. We're making the W tomorrow, maybe. But this is what I can think. So if I shouldn't have to draw the lines. I mean, I just gave y'all the entry, right? Here, I'll just do this. I'll do this. Enter. If on confirmation, okay, you know what, let's just make that red. So you already know red means danger. Red means bye-bye, right? That means a nuke is coming. Hold up, they taught me how to do emojis. Oh, they won't let me put it on the screen though. Anyway, any questions on that? So I'm looking at shorting the SPY if we fall below 483.22. Target, max take profit target 1, right? Max take profit target 1. And then we're gonna put this top, right? And I'm gonna make it green, nice and mean. All right. So, and then I'll give you part 2, I'll give you part 3, and I'll even give you the other levels on the SPY. Now I know we want to look beyond the SPY. I know SPY can be expensive to some, but I'm telling you right now, there were some minnow plays with the SPY because I was playing far out the money, and I do that intentionally. I do that because I'm trying to get into plays that that people can afford, right? So max take profit 2, and we're gonna put this demand. And hold on, let me just do this 1 second, y'all. Demand zone, let's go center. Let's get this out of the way. All right, and then let's go here. So if you didn't know, this blue line or this blue box, this is a demand zone. So that means that this is where I have buyers sitting. This right here, strong buyers, very, very strong buyers. So if we fall here, I'm expecting a major bounce unless the news is just so bad, right? So bad where it is what it is. Levels don't matter. We're just on a cliff dive. Max take profit 3. Okay, and typically I make these white so they can stand out. Give me 1 moment. This is stuff I typically go over with my orcas, anglers, and megalodons. All right, so if you guys are interested in like getting levels and getting them live, now a lot of this was already done, so you're not really seeing from start to finish. But if that's something that you're interested in, consider joining or upgrading. If you're a channel member or a minnow or a dolphin, I'm telling you, you're probably going to get a lot more value if you're a higher tier. Don't let those names like get you twisted. All right, just because if you're new, that doesn't necessarily mean that you hop into the minnow tier. What that means is that look at my tier system as like what you aspire to be more so. So if you want to be a megalodon in this game, then join the megalodon because they have deep dive classes and other things and tools and insights that the other tiers don't have, right? So the higher your tier, the more you gain. So here's the Discord link. If you if you don't want to join the Discord here, join KGU. Just join something, right? With a group of informative people that has your best interests at heart, because we're trading with our money just as much as you're trading with your money. I hop into the plays that I call out. I don't just call out plays. If I'm not playing it, I normally don't call it out. Right? So it's like I like to put my money where my mouth is. So all right. Because in my opinion, anybody can call a play. All right, my bad, y'all. My bad. Let's go green. Let's go green. All right. So this zone, just know, I'm about to get off SPY. I'm not gonna cover the upside because you guys already have the levels, right? I shouldn't have to. It is what it is. The levels have been hitting, right? You can see where they've been hitting, right? So let's move on. SoFi. Why am I talking about SoFi? One, when you're starting to hear a lot of people selling their positions on everything, right? And typically when you start hearing people selling their positions, that typically means that we're getting close to the bottom. But again, we can't predict the future. So that being said, I sold some SoFi. I mean, I don't care. I still have a good position of it, but I really wanted to reallocate some funds and diversify my portfolio a little bit more, right? SoFi, I'm not going to go into the nuts and bolts of why. Well, I told you why, like just the core reason, but I'm not going to go into the details. Essentially, just know that I got more cash heavy. I was already cash heavy. I'm just better in another better position because I was in profit when I sold those shares before 7 p.m. tonight. And I'm looking at Amazon, I'm looking at Nvidia, I'm looking at Google, I'm looking at some other stocks as well. But I have to dive in because I know there's and Walmart. I think Walmart's going to be a safe bet no matter what. They're going to survive this, whatever's coming. So Walmart, I'm really paying attention to. I'm waiting for that bottom to close as close as we can, and I'm gonna snatch up some shares. This is what we're gonna do. But SoFi, we got to bet up and down. So either it's gonna race to 1088 or it's gonna fall to 857. That's kind of my range right now for SoFi. The this level right here would be a supply zone that I had. If I'm not mistaken, I gotta double check my levels, but this is kind of what I'm looking at. Right? So at the end of the day, if you're looking to grab some SoFi shares, I mean, you have to know this. The company is profitable. Nothing's changed in the fundamentals, right? They are still 5 or 6 consecutive quarters of profitability, right? They're still making acquisitions. They're still advertising with the Chargers and the NBA and TGL with Tiger Woods. Like, dude, don't sleep on SoFi. Now, there's some things with Robinhood that kind of rocks the boat and kind of makes things a little concerning, especially when you bring competition in. But SoFi is a cryptocurrency away, like adding it to their platform, a level 2 options trade ability away from just being shot on a rocket, right? Because there's certain things that's restricting people from using the app, and they need to work on that stuff too. It is what it is. But the fundamentals are the fundamentals. I sold just because I needed to diversify, and SoFi, they got up to $18, but it took a long time for your boy to ride that wave to get profits at that point. So I'm looking for a train a little bit quicker, right? And that's AI, that's tech, that's that stuff. So that's what I'm doing. All right, let me take a look Do you see regression trend tool? No, I don't use it. Nope. Market makers seem to hate them. Oh yeah. What, SoFi? Daryl? Market makers. Nah. I don't think market makers hate SoFi. Not market makers, institutions, large banks, you know, they hate SoFi. The short sellers, market makers are like, for me, is golden for SoFi because these are the guys that make the options trades, and SoFi's options trades have been, like, contracts have been very affordable. So all you had to do, like, you can ride a SoFi train or wave. Like, I've done this so many times with SoFi, I got videos of me making over 800% on SoFi on options trades. It's just so cheap. That's the same reason why I play silver every now and then. So, all right. But anyway, grab you some if you so choose. Do your own research, yada, yada, yada. All right. So I will tell you, I'm about to get off SoFi. Please put a couple tickers in the chat that you want me to cover. And then we're going to wrap this up in 10. I think I gave extra time. And I gotta move on. I didn't think about the flow of this so much. This line right here, this is here. Here's that line I'm telling you about to watch out for. There you go. You already know what that means. Above, bullish. Oh yeah. Below, bearish. This is easy. We can go right in the middle. Boom. Right? That's what that means. If you ever see this line going forward, that's what it means. All right, so let's move on. All right, I see him coming in. So let's go with PLTR because that was the first that I seen. All right. All right. So look, I've already had this figured out. So I just haven't been paying attention to Palantir. I've been paying more attention to the SPY. But this red bar right here that you see, that's the supply zone that I made up for Palantir. Okay. Let me see if I can. I don't need any of this right now. So essentially, anytime that this hit, you could have just shorted it with your stop loss being above the supply zone. Every time. Look at it. Right? This is easy plays. And I called this out a long time ago. I just kind of moved off of it. And it is what it is. But this is demand and this is supply. And we kind of been in a range bound situation. So now we have this head and shoulders pattern that kind of formed. Let's see what it looks like on a 15-minute. It's kind of like that. All right. Let me see what I can see. All right, so Palantir, where would I like to pick it up? That's the question. I would have loved to pick it up at $6 when I had the opportunity to. That would be ideal. So, I mean, if we want to look at the volume profile, which, I don't talk about much, I do use it. I use it as a tool to support my theory. I don't use it as something that helped me chart. I used to, but anyway, this right here is the volume area low. So essentially what you typically see is like momentum slow and volume die, right? So when volume starts to die, or buyers and sellers start to taper off, you look for other indicators like your RFI or your MFI, your volume, right? To see what volume is doing as you approach these levels, and then you decide if you're going to be going up or down, right? So, but based on what I see here, it looks like $69 just of the volume profile alone. It looks like that would be a good base entry if we were to fall to that, right? But again, here's my demand zone. Here's my demand zone. So this would be my floor, or this is where I'll be looking for my first entry if I was looking to pick up Palantir, right? Right here at 72.70. So this would be entry 1 if I'm trying to pick up shares. Long position, entry 1. Okay, and then this would be, well, this would be like my max, like a target, like my max target 1. And then this would be my max target 2. Okay. What's before that is 76, and then 74, right? So anything in here is a buying opportunity in my opinion, but I would be breaking up what I'm spending. So if I got $1,000 to throw at Palantir, then I'm probably breaking it up into fourths or thirds or something like that. First buy would be in this zone. Second buy would be at the bottom of the zone. Third buy would be here if we confirm below this level. So I'm paying attention to those things for my long positions. So that's Palantir. We're gonna move on to, I think I've seen Meta. Hey, if y'all can appreciate that, there is a super chat button. You know, no shame in my game. Just know, it is what it is. Closed mouths don't get fed, right? So Meta, man, I like Meta at $100. So how about that? Nah, but for Meta, I'm just looking real quick. And this is my daily. Let's zoom in. So anytime I do much of anything, the first thing I try to do is look for gaps and then supply and demand. And that requires me to pull up my volume candle, but looking at what I see, I don't need my volume candle. I don't really like what I see, right? So as far as like the chart patterns at this time frame, if I was looking at anything like this right here, would be considered like a demand zone on the near term. So what does that mean? That means that if, where's my button? Okay, if Meta, say for instance, like the US and China come to a deal, right? Well, I'm looking in here for, if I'm looking for Meta as a potential entry point, right? Maybe. I'm not looking at Robinhood right now, which is the overnight hours. Somebody can tell me what Meta is at. It could be lower. I don't know. But if we were to open this way tomorrow and we're struggling to fall below this zone, then I'm looking to potentially ride this wave up. Again, that's if I'm looking to add Meta to my position. I'm not sure if I know it was up to $750. I don't know. It might be worth it. It is worth it. I gotta make a decision, right? Do I want that in my portfolio or not? That's just what it is. So, but for this to be bullish, like right now we're trading outside of a bullish zone, in my opinion. So we would need to break back up above 543. So if we were to enter here and it looks like we were coming up, right, to this level, I would be paying strong attention to how we approach this level at 543. Is volume slowing down? And then is are we seeing like supply established or price action saying that we're looking for a reversal? So I would really be paying attention, because I would be looking to get out of my position and taking my profit, right? So that's kind of how I'm looking at it, right? So that's meta, right? Oh, hold up, before I do that, lower level, right? You have this gap right here. This is not demand. I typically make this box gray, because it's just like a it's an opening gap, fair value gap, right? So gap that I found in the chart. So this oftentimes acts as a support or resistance if it falls below, right? So I'm paying attention to this level as well. And just so you know, y'all, when I do this stuff, I typically set alerts, right? I set myself alerts if I'm interested in the play, because now my phone brings attention to it, right? And speaking of that, that means I'm going back to Palantir, and I'm going to this level, and I'm setting my alert. I'm setting it before it happens so I can get eyes on and see what's going on, right? So that's what I'm doing. And then I'll set one here, I'll set one here, so I know what's going on when that thing strikes. I typically put a note, but I don't got time for that. What, it's at 501 for meta, so gonna move. Okay, perfect. 501. Guess where we at, right? We're still within our demand zone. Perfect. All right, so what's next? 5 more minutes. Google is on my list. I think they're at 140, 145. Let me know. Is this a good pace for y'all? Y'all tracking? Does this all make sense? Put a 1 in the chat if this is good content for you and like I'm not wasting your time, right? Let me know. All right, so yeah, 144. Thank you for letting me know. All right, look, yeah, it didn't move much. Everything is waiting for midnight. You know, they're waiting for. Oh, I appreciate the ones, y'all. I appreciate the ones. Hey, the Discord is pinned to the top of the comments. One thing else to say, if y'all are in KGU, right? I can't spam, right? Like I get my hand slapped if I spam tag everyone all the time. So that being said, if you guys are interested in like some of the content, make sure like any of the crown traders, you go in and you right click their name like on their channel, and then you turn on the notifications for that channel so you don't miss anything, because we can't tag everyone all the time, but we still post information there. Now, if you're in my Discord, Sacrifice for Riches, it's mine. So I'm just gonna blow it up, and you can mute me if you want to. But you know, it is what it is. I try to only speak and put out information that makes sense and is relevant. So I don't. If I'm putting something out, it's not just noise. I don't got time for that, right? I'm a busy dude, but I like to try my best to help people pay for their memberships, so it feels like it's paying for itself. So I do my best. You guys have to run with it though. All right, so hold on, let me check my phone. Thank y'all for the ones. See, when y'all do that, y'all let me know that this is stuff you want to see. This is typically for members, but I will see what I can do for everybody. Okay. All right. So here, same thing, right? We have a little gap that I was telling you about. Here's that gap. That gap acts as support or resistance. So now, but what I want to do is for Google, I want to find a place for supply and demand if I can. So I can't do that on the daily. I'm not seeing anything I like. And where are we? We're below that level, so we got to go all the way over here. Mustard. All right. Let me turn on my volume. Turn up the volume. Sometimes I need some help. I need some help. All right, so this would be as close as I can get. I think so. I think that might be the best I can do. Yep, right here. Let's go back a little bit further. All right, so we got a box in a box. I gotta get rid of that other one. But anyway, this is demand. This is where I would be looking to pick up Google, right here. So let me go back, see what this looks like in correlation. I'm gonna have to draw a line and then get back on track. Let me get rid of, so this is a gap, but I don't wanna see it right now. And I'm bringing this back. All right, so, but look at it. Like, I just found demand, and it makes sense because we see how prices reacting to the level, right? Bounce right out of it. We have a gap. It's kind of floating in this range right now. So I don't know why this white line is here. I can't tell you, but I'm not about to go and tag everything, but I am going to go and set my alerts for everything. As far as where I'm looking to buy. My phone's about to blow up tomorrow, probably. All right, so I'm looking to buy Google, all in this range. My average right now, I think it's like 170. So we're in 140s. Best believe I'm looking for another one. Okay. Oh my God. All right. Hey, good day. Good day. What's up, Lisa? How's it going? All right. Let me change it up for y'all. Let me change it up. Hey, what up? All right. Now, the only reason why I'm still on is because my boy, who I was about to like destroy in Madden, decided to catch a head cold and cry about how his body hurt. You know. So, I'm just messing. But yeah, my boy is sick, so I got some extra time. Let me know. Okay, let's do this. Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to go for another 15 minutes, or put a 2 in the chat if you're good, because then I'll just shut it down. Let me know. Chewy, I can do it. I'm looking for 1s and 2s before I go to another stop. Hey, I see a lot of grays in the chat. Are y'all not members yet? Hey, there's a community that would love to have you. It's called Sacrifice for Riches. Come on over. It's okay. It's okay. I'm just kidding. What are you waiting for? Everybody that's not a member of a Discord, rather it's KGU or mine, that's it. Those are only 2 Discords that matter. If you're not a part of those Discords, right, then you outside looking in the mirror. You a window shopper at the jewelry store looking at what you can't buy. I'm just joking. But we welcome you with open arms, all right? So, all right, we got some 1s. Hey, channel supporter. Hey, I appreciate that. I want y'all to know the channel supporter is exactly what it sounds like. You're just supporting the channel. You don't get a lot of access. I mean, it's minimum access. Just so you know, you might get early like video drops, but you won't get access to the Discord like that. So you need to be a minnow or higher in order to get most of the access to the Discord. And then orcas, anglers, and megalodons, they have different levels of access to the Discord as well as videos. To which y'all see, if you click that link, the tiers, they'll break down what videos that you get, and you get a good sense of the content that you get too, per tier. So the higher the tier, the more value you get. That's just how it is. Y'all told me to do it, so that's how I did it. This is great Discord group. Hey, look at the cosign. I appreciate it. I can watch you chart all day. I try to make it easy. Like, look, I'm telling you right now, the reason why I'm here is because I think the market, and I think the charting, the everything that involves charting is overcomplicated, and a lot of people's stuff just looks like throw up, and it's okay. There's like 1,000 indicators, and they all work, right? There's like 100 some odd ways to get to the same conclusion. And if you're a bean counter and you like all the details, and you want to know what the TPOs and like the volume profiles and the Bollinger Bands, and you want to know all that stuff, then hey, go ahead, be my guest. But do you need it to trade? No, absolutely not. Can it help? Hell yeah, absolutely. I use volume profile when I need it, right? But I'm pretty good to a point where I can look at a chart and pretty much tell you what the volume profile is going to look like. I mean, I kind of just know that. Like, this right here alone would be volume area high, and then this right here would be your point of control, right? So if I just did this part right here, look at that. You don't need all that stuff. You just need to know how to read a chart, right? I don't know. So guess what I do? I do one-on-one sessions, and then I give deep dives to the megalodons, and then in the Discord, I am doing class one-on-one sessions with everybody in the Discord, because I want us to have a baseline foundation of speaking the same language. So we keep it simple, stupid, right? Like that's what I'm trying to get across. It doesn't need to be complicated. I think the hardest thing, especially with me and my levels, is patience. The levels are on point, but you need to be patient to get to it. And so it's something I gotta work on. I don't need to work on it so much in options. It's pretty easy, but futures, I need to work on my patience. It is what it is. Your boy, I got a small window to trade, and if I'm at my desk and I'm ready to go, I want to hop in the trade, but the trade ain't there. I'm trying to be early, trying to be cute, you'll get smoked more times than not. So we get that. Stressla. Okay, we can go Stressla. All right, we got enough ones, and I'll put the 15 minutes. The moment that this timer is up, I'm done. Okay, so give me just one moment. I'm gonna give you a legit 15 minutes of analysis. All right, and hopefully it helps. So we are, what time is it? 35, 50. So 9:50. Okay, so where is the 21? 50. All right, so 14 minutes on the clock. I'm shortchanging you a little bit. So if you want to be a part of it, if you want to see more of this, please consider joining, becoming the highest tier you can do, right? Because that's where everybody gets value, but that's where you get the most in-depth analysis. All right, so. All right, so anyway, what am I doing? I heard Stressla. Let's get it. This could be like our rapid fire, but I'll do another one. All right, so holy crap. I got too much going on here. Okay, Stressla. I've been patient. I've been looking at Tesla. I don't like it in 200s. I'm waiting for it to fall. It is what it is. Now, for Tesla, for me, we've been in various zones of Tesla, and I want y'all to see how this is lined up, right? These are various trading zones for Tesla that I've looked at in the past. Every blue dash line, right? That's why I have a range on these things. Every blue dash line is pretty much like the middle of a zone to which Stressla was trading in. So those are essentially are your next targets. Okay. Target 192, 168, right? I would love, hold on. Where would I love Tesla? I would love Tesla back at $100. I bought it at 200 and it fell to 170 and I was mad because I sold like a dummy, you know, but it is what it is. So 168, I think 168 to 135 would be like my gold zone for Stressla. Like if there's any a place for me to grab Stressla, it would be here. Now I'm putting this here, but this gold that you're about to see on the screen, it's not really the golden pocket. I'm just putting this here because I want to buy, right? So I'm putting an alert here and an alert here, and just because I hit these areas doesn't mean I'm gonna buy. I'm looking at price action, and I'm gonna see how it looks. It is what it is. All right, but yeah, and just so I know, I can differentiate things. I got my green line right there, so it can stand out. That's why I would love to get Tesla. Lower the better. I would love to get it at $100. That would be my next target. 101. And we're not going to $16. Hey, if Tesla crashes to $16, then the market is a wrap. Like, just rest in peace 401ks. All right, Chewy, Nvidia. Chewy holds strong. All right, I got too much going on here. I'm going to get rid of all of this, okay, because that's annoying. All right, so with Chewy, if y'all have been following me, you know that we are way up on Chewy, right? We still own Chewy from $14, right? I made detailed videos on Chewy playing earnings, and we still profitable. I sold some of those shares a little bit ago, but I still hold a position because I'm in profit, and I still believe in the company as of right now. Right, so I don't know what you want me to say about Chewy. Like, even though the market is crashing down, Chewy is still pretty dang strong. Wouldn't you agree? Right, so this right here is a floor for Chewy at $29.90, and essentially, me and there was a lady, there was a girl in KGU back in the day. Me and her would just go back and forth in Chewy. Like, we would just snipe it at $34, $35, get a short. At $29, we look for a long, and we just play Chewy all day. It was kind of like in here. No, this is too far back. 2019, was it? Man, that would have been crazy. I've been in KGU since around that time. So yeah, we waited for these moments. Yeah, these are dailies, but there was a period of time where it was just insane. So yeah, this is the range. Like, you can see it, right? So yeah, you can see it. We just played it like a fiddle. Anyway, that's Chewy. Nvidia. Ooh, and Amazon. We gotta do Amazon too. Nvidia. Where's the timer? Timer says 8 minutes. All right. Thanks everybody for tuning in. If you are getting out, please hit the like and subscribe on your way out. Hey, and Leonidas, thanks for joining, big dog. I'm sorry, I don't know if I called it out. I think I just spoke to the channel supporters, but I appreciate you being a supporter of the channel. Thank you so much. So informative. Hey, I appreciate that. Join the Discord. You get more information. Since joining the Discord, I use indicators to verify what I'm doing. I trade with the candles. Let's go, Roll Life. That's exactly how you do it. Less stress, right? And hey, if y'all didn't, please hold up. Don't leave. I'm gonna get into Nvidia, but I spoke to some real stuff today. because I see it all the time, and I want to share this video. And if you have time, watch it before open, or watch it after this video. Hey, Leonidas upgraded to a dolphin. Shout out to you. Thanks for being here, man. Hey, I look forward to seeing you in the Discord. We'll welcome you. There's a verification process. So when you go into the Discord, you have to link your YouTube so it can verify you that you are a member, right? So you just the details or the instructions are pinned to the top of the welcome channel. Okay, so you do that, and then go to the verification tab, and I'll look for you, and I'll get your role updated. All right. All right. So there's still a little bit of gray. I mean, don't make me call your name out. Don't make me call your name out. I want to see gray names green. All right. That's what I want. I don't need a super chat. All right. Okay, what am I doing? Oh, that link right there is a link to a video talking about the art of setting the stop losses. It's something that I realized a long time ago, and it's helped me become profitable from right before 2024 leading into now, right? I'm profitable everywhere except for futures right now. So, and that's a me thing, right? If that's something I'm battling. That's my struggle. I'm a beast if I'm patient. I'm a goat. I'm not a goat, but I'm a beast if I'm patient. But this video, I'm speaking real talk. You can call it real talk rail about the stop loss situation and why people are getting smoked and what I think the fix is or the solution. Okay, anyway, what are we talking about? Nvidia. All right, I got too much going on with Nvidia. As you can see, I had levels and stuff up here, but because of what I see, it's like puke now. So I'm just gonna reset my chart. When things get too chaotic, I reset. And if I'm good at analysis, then it shouldn't matter, right? Like I should be able to do it again, right? So the first thing I always do, I'm not about to teach y'all about what I do, so it is what it is. So just go here. All right. Hey, thanks everybody for welcoming the new members. Like, big ups. I appreciate you guys. That's what I love about it so far. It's like everybody is there, like, supporting each other, and that's what it's about. All right. So, I mean, this is pretty cut and dry. I love this situation right now. Guys, Nvidia right now, you see what I see. Do you see what I see with Nvidia? Please tell me you see what I see. Please tell me you see what I see, because I'm ready. I'm ready to load up on Nvidia. This could be the floor, or, you know, or what breaks the camel's back, because either A, we're going to blow up off of this level, or B, we're going right down to the bottom of this level. And if I can get Nvidia at $75, I might sell every other stock that I got, and I'll be eggs in one basket. I don't care. You know, I have a 401k that does other things, but this is a different account. So, like, you know, I got my structured, retirement stuff set up. So I'm not really worried about it. I'm speaking from a trading account specifically. All right, so but yeah, here's your levels. 96.87. We're looking for support confirmation above this level. Right? Let's just zoom in, because Nvidia, I think, is a GOAT, not a GOAT, but like a great stock to look at right now. This right here, you see, we're in a descending channel. It's not just that we're in a descending channel, it's that we're failing to break above this halfway point, right? Which is huge. Essentially, if we can't break here, Let me see here. Yep. Let me just go here. Let me just do this. Let me get this out of the way, y'all. I'm sorry. Nvidia is now a priority. A priority. All right. So, man, if we can't hold this, then we're going back to test this descending line of resistance or support, right? So, which is going to be about $87, right? So, hold on, let me get my colors correct. This might be my last one, but I got to do it. This is an important one, I think. So, yeah, this is green. I got to change it. So my colors are my colors. Again, I have color coded charts, so I know what's going on, what I'm looking at, when, right? So when I'm looking at my charts live, I know exactly where I am, and I know exactly what this means. I don't need anything but price action to tell me what direction to choose at my levels, right? So, right, again, above this, bullish, below it, bearish, okay? I'm gonna do something right now. We had 23 people. I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna say that for my Discord members. All right. What are we doing? Okay, so yeah, essentially, I'm going to be setting some alerts right now for. Yep. For Nvidia, and I got my colors, and I know what I'm doing, and we're gonna do the business. We're gonna do what we gotta do. We're gonna do what we gotta do. Oh man, I'm on the 15. I want to be on 15. Yeah, if I'm on the 15, then I'm going down here, and then I'm changing this to lighter blue. And we're gonna copy this. Let's clone it. All right, so with Nvidia, I'm just looking at this right now, and I'm thinking, okay, well, if we hit 92.20, that could be a potential entry. If we fall below 92.20, then we're looking between 89 and 70 and 87, right? I'm not gonna set an alarm or alert for 87. This will just get me locked in, and I'm leaving a tag. Look to add to long-term positions. Oh, where are you? Where was that? Oh, okay. So when I get an alert, my phone goes off, my Gmail goes off, and I get this pops up on my phone. So it brings my attention directly to it. So Nvidia right here, it's doing this thing. It's probably gonna come down, retest. Now it could go up, but if it goes up, hold on, let me redo this. I'm gonna show you what it's gonna do if we fail. If we fail Nvidia, I'm gonna show you what it's gonna do. But again, it also depends on this tariff talk. But anyway, so we came back up, retested a high. So I can see it's coming to retest this descending line of support before we either retest here at 87.51. If we don't break, if we fall below 87.51 and we retest and fail to break, then this is going to be a sign that we're going to break down. Okay? And we could come back up or come right back into the channel. I don't know what the news is going to say. I'm just telling you how this is going to work, in my opinion. Okay? So, read my words. That is my theory on Nvidia. Now, hopefully that makes sense. Real, you looking too excited about Nvidia chart. That train about to be fired. Hey, we about to get it tomorrow. Hey, they better not give us no opportunity. Give me another $1,400 day. Hey, shout out to whoever got the what was it, a 3K day today. Shout out to you, man. Hey, if I had anything to do with that, let me hold something. Just kidding. In the Discord, we got a support, like we got a supporter like channel. You know, just hit me up. That Venmo active. All right. The time reads 0 zeros. I'm gonna be done with the chart, and then man, we got more people in here, and shout out to y'all for tuning in. Like as we're kind of dying out. My bad. We already did that. Where's my face? Oh, here I am. There we go. So, no more charts, but I'm here to answer any questions. What do we think? I already know how the session went, so thank y'all for letting me know that this was of value to you. I aim to please, right? So, let me move you over so you can, okay. Anything y'all looking at that y'all want to bring to my attention, right? Like I want eyes on some plays too. So let me know if there's something that you're looking at. Late to the party, got to catch the replay, but thank you for your time as always, fam. Much appreciated. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate you, big dog. Thank you so much. You know, the fact that y'all Discord members and y'all still showing love with super chats, you know, that means a lot, but it tells me that, you know, we're doing the right thing. So much love, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, absolutely. I see a lot of Discord members in here. I see more Discord members in here than subscribers. So of course I had to be here because tomorrow's a big day, and I'm busy, and I can't be there to announce every play that I'm getting in. I'm telling you, I just can't. So I'm doing my best to share knowledge with you so you're able to make those decisions yourself. But it comes with time, right? And it comes with you trusting yourself. And if you're not at that point, then size down, right? And just play a single contract and just chill, right? But let it play out. Watch that video that I sent the link for. I think it's important. The audio isn't the greatest, but I mean, the point is made, okay? So I'm speaking from experience, and hopefully it helps somebody. Going to be another train, absolutely. Let's ride. All ride, let's ride. They gonna learn today. My max loss limit tomorrow is gonna be maybe $100, maybe 150. But if I lose $150, I'm done. It is what it is. I started that account with $300. Yeah, it's like 19 now, 1900. Let's go. So max loss 150. I can do that. What's that? Less than 10%. Yep. All right. Well, if y'all don't need nothing else, Leonidas, look for the Discord link in the members tab. Anybody that became a member today, look for the Discord link in the members tab on YouTube, and then that's where you can gain access. Okay, that's the invite link. And then once you're over there, follow the instructions, get verified, and then I'll take care of you as far as getting your role updated. The classes that I've given already it's the pre-recorded, so you have instant access to that. So go to the live stream tab and look for class sessions or class 101, and then catch up with the community. So we're all speaking the same language. Okay. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Stocks for real.